Hello, friends. How are you doing? Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys today? Hello, Svava Brooks here. If you are here live with me, please say hello. Let me know you're here. Please introduce yourself. Let me know where you're from if you're new. If you are a part of my heart already, thank you for being here. Hey, Lady Leo, good to see you, my friend. But to those watching the replay, my name is Svava Brooks. I am here hanging out with my fellow survivor thrivers as we are supporting each other on the healing journey, one day, one page, sometimes one breath at a time, right? How are you feeling, Wanda? How are you doing, my friend? Let me see here. I'm going to fix my screen a little bit. How's your day? Hey, Sue. Hey, Brad. Good. He's here. Check. Awesome. Thank you for showing up. Breathing through it. Good. Glad to hear it, my friend. Hey, I just saw Peggy pop up on the Periscope. Hey, Peggy, if you can find your way over to YouTube. I know this is very confusing right now. I got 2 live streams going at the same time, trying to navigate technology here. But I'm glad you're here, Peggy. But the live chat is going on the YouTube channel, which I did send you a link to it. So, but if you're here and watching, I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. So with some of you, this is the second time today. We had a lovely meditation this morning, didn't we? I thought so. You're having some audio, visual trouble. Hey, Lori. Hey, sweet friend. I hope your morning went well. Sue. Hey, Peggy. I see you're here on Periscope. I see you keep logging in. I hope you find the YouTube link that I sent you. You were egged. You took my advice this morning and surrounded yourself in a golden egg, your protection shield before you went out into the world. Hey, Sharon. So glad you're here. You got a good night's sleep, Brad. Ooh, I'm so happy to hear it. Sleep is important. And Sharon. Hey, Donna. I see Donna's on Periscope. Please come find us if you can over on YouTube. Follow the link I sent you guys a couple of days ago. Let's see. Sharon says here, hello all. I'll be somewhat quiet. I don't like people all up on my business. All right. All right, my friend. I hear you. I hear you. And I just saw your comment in the Facebook group. So yeah, I was talking to my technology guru in my house, the teenager, and I was asking him, how can I plug in a monitor into my laptop so I can have everything in front of me? Or go get a huge monitor like Sharon suggested, just big enough to have lots of screens in front of me. So there you go. That's exactly what he said. Thank you, Sharon. HDMI cable. I think we have one. All right. So you're glad. Hey, Chrisanne. You were glad the meditation went well today. So you were calm when your therapy started. Awesome. So my friend, if you're having trouble finding the YouTube link, maybe I can ask somebody here that can put the link into the Facebook group. I see Erica on the Periscope. Hey, Erica. I'm running the chat from my YouTube channel, so I'm still showing up here to make sure people know what's going on. It's been a long day. You're leaving work, Sharon. All right, my friend. All right, be gentle with yourself. Drive safely. But I'm glad to hear, Lady Leo, that the meditation this morning helped you a little bit. And like I told you guys, I posted the audio recording in the group, just the audio piece from our meditation. So you can download it or even listen to it directly from the Dropbox folder that I shared with you guys. If you're in our Facebook group, then you have access to that. And I hope you enjoy it. It was a simple seated meditation. So just anchoring with our breath. So awesome. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here, Sharon. Glad you're here with us. Glad you were able to pop in. So let's see. I will listen in on Bluetooth while you drive home. Brad, no, it's in our Facebook page, in our closed Facebook group. So yes, send me, I'm going to type it in here. Send me private email. Send me a private email to, hey, Erica. I know you guys can't do chat on the Periscope right now because I turned the chat off on here. I can only monitor one chat stream at a time. So Svava at educate. Yes, educateforchange.com. There you go. Shoot me an email and I will send you information about it. You posted? Okay. Awesome. Thank you, guys. You're welcome. Bitte, right? You're welcome. So today we're talking about self-compassion and self-care. And I have to tell you guys, as I was reading your comments and reflecting on how far, I posted a link to this chat on the Facebook. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, I'm going to turn to the page of the day. We are here on day 8, right? And I was reflecting and reading your guys' journal entry from today and thinking about each one of you as you were sharing and also reflecting how far you have come. Yes. And how far you have come, I mean, like how much warmth and kindness and patience you are showing now with yourselves, for yourselves. Hey, Chris Ann, I'm glad you made it. Was it helpful to get the link? Because I'm still learning, as you guys know, that if it helps you guys, then I can create an event and send you the link directly until everybody recognizes how to find me when I go live. Rob says, first day of getting up at 6:30 a.m. Normally up midday, it's now midnight. Yes, my friend Rob, you and a few of our UK friends here, I feel very guilty keeping you guys up late. I feel very bad keeping you guys up late here, but I'm so glad that you guys do and that you are here with us. But you remember, you can always take a break and watch the replay. So take care of yourself. Speaking of, right, our friend Bobby, he told us he was going to go to bed early tonight. So good for you, my friend. Works for you. Awesome, Rob. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So yes, so we're going to turn to the book. Page day 8. And again, if I haven't said it already, if you're new, you can get a copy of my book, which is a workbook on Kindle or Amazon, and work your way through it one day, one page at a time. So let me switch gears here a little bit. I always am a little nervous that I'm going to lose you guys when I switch screens. Let's see here. So we're going to talk about what happened because of the abuse that we suffered. There's a cat hair floating through the air. Abuse took our identity away from us. What do I mean by that? Right? What do I mean by that? Abuse actually, right, plants some seeds, some deep seeds that are actually lies that turn into self-hatred, right? Children cannot conceive of terrible things happening to them for any other reason that there must be something wrong, that we deserved it. I don't know about you, right? That was my thinking as a little girl, right? I loved my parents so much, but I couldn't figure out what did I have to do to be good enough for them to not hurt me or to show up for me, right? To protect me. So adults, we must reteach our inner child, right, about these lies and that we do deserve love and kindness and compassion. We did then, right, and we do now. So because of the stories that we made up about what happened to us, right, our abuse takes our identity away from us. We no longer remember the truth about who we are and may have lost connection with what it is that we need, right? It was never okay to talk about what we needed. No one was checking in with us. You know, what do you need? How are you feeling today? But because of that, right, growing up with this nagging fear that perhaps there is something wrong with me. I couldn't get my parents to love me, right? But for us, this is what the pain of trauma is about, right? And because of that, because what was done to us, we are terrified that we're not worthy of love or care. But none of this is true, right? We are just as worthy of self-care and self-compassion as everyone else. When you realize, right, your worth, when you realize how valuable and amazing you are, right, you've taken a step towards realizing your authentic self. So the two questions I asked today were, what is one self-care thing that you've done for yourself today? And how do you plan to be compassionate with yourself today? And before I go and share what you guys wrote today, I just wanted to share, I found this quote on Facebook, and those of you who are friends on Facebook, you may have seen it. This quote that really kind of resonated and connected to what we're talking about here today is that a child that is being abused by its parents doesn't stop loving its parents. It stops loving itself. Oof, right? Oof. And I can still remember, because this was like the puzzle piece I didn't understand for a long time. But once I started reading books about psychology and child development and trauma, that in these books, I kept reading exactly this, right? That in order to survive our family environment, we create stories about who we are because we love our parents. We are dependent on our parents, right? It's not like we can just pack our bags and leave, right? And we love our parents no matter what. And we keep thinking there's something wrong with us, but that's exactly it. We keep trying to be perfect. We try to be better, right? What do I have to do to be good enough to get the love I so desperately want? I'm trying to be a good girl. But slowly, we don't give up on our parents. We give up on us. So, but once I understood this, I slowly also was able to separate my parents, who they are as humans, and their behavior. The same thing we have to do for ourselves, right? Like, who are they? They're humans. They make mistakes. And some are abusive, so that's not really a mistake, right? Or they don't know better, or they're traumatized. They were trauma survivors too. I know that is the case for my stepfather, that he was horribly, horribly abused when he was a little boy. But still, right? But it helped me to separate who they are from their behavior. And it helped me then to separate who I am and the things that I had done to cope. So, and big part of that too was then to learn to love myself, to care for myself, give myself all the things that I needed and deserved as a little girl, and I didn't get. And that's the good news, my friends, is that we can. It's never too late to learn to tend to ourselves. So, we guys ready? I'm gonna go down here and look up your shares. And thank you for all of you guys for taking the time to share your journal entries today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see here. Donna shares with us. There are some self-care things that I've done for myself today. She says, I canceled my morning appointments. I completed the reading on the inner bonding material. I was sharing with her some information about inner child work that she had asked me for. And she says, I took time for a shower. I participated in the mindfulness meditation with Svava this morning. And I tried to stay present in today's therapy session. And when I didn't, I compassionately accepted the present. Beautiful, Donna. Beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, right? And it's especially important for us to reflect on what are some of the things that I'm doing that are compassionate and kind for me, right? Because it took us, for some of us, I don't know about you, but it took me quite some time to realize what does it look like and feel like and sound like to be kind and loving to me. Anybody relate? I even resisted it in the beginning. Yes? Thanks, Brad. Right? Exactly. So it is important to reflect on it. Thanks, my friends. Thank you, my friends. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Donna. I celebrate you taking the time for you, right? For some of us in the beginning, just like I'm allowed to take up some space, right? I'm allowed to be walking this, amongst people without the constant need to hide, right? I always put my wife and children first, no matter what. I hear you, Rob. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. But I hope you are starting to put yourself first. I hope you are. And I understand, guys. I understand. I don't know if men are better at this than we are, because this was also something that I learned from my husband. But My boys will always be before myself, but I'm right behind them now. Good, good. Well, but what I was going to say, actually, my husband was better at taking care of himself when we met than I was. So this is where he was my teacher, right? He was very good at taking care of his body, especially. Exactly. Well, we live in a culture, right? It's like we are supposed to take care of everybody else before us. But the truth is, just like they say on the airplane, you have to put the gas mask on you first before you put the gas mask on others, right, my friends? So, and especially when we are caring for other people, we're actually going to have exactly. We're going to have more energy, more to give when we do take care of ourselves first. Exactly, Brad. Exactly. What good are you to help others if you're dead? How my wife said she doesn't love me anymore. I'm sorry, Rob. I'm sorry, Rob. That is harsh. That is very harsh. But I'm glad you're here with us, and I hope you're giving yourself the time and the space to grieve. That's a long time to be together, and that's going to take some time. That's going to take some time. So I don't see LD on here with us today, so I prefer to get permission. Chrisanne, I see you right here. Do I have your permission to share? Because I see yours right now. Okay, thank you. She says, my one self-care item for today was to go to therapy, to be open, to be vulnerable, and in the moment. Beautiful. And she says, I plan on being compassionate to myself by placing, and it's okay after all moments, and not shame or blame myself for them. That's huge. That's huge. Good for you, Chrisanne, right? And to be open and vulnerable and in the moment, right? There's a lot of moving parts that we have to line up in order to do that, right? And we're all work in progress. And you are choosing to be open, choosing to be vulnerable, because that's really where we'll connect with ourselves. I hear you, Rob. I hear you, Rob. So be gentle with yourself. It's okay that you're here and just sitting back and watching and listening and learning from others. You're not alone. Handful of people have joined us very slowly over time. You need to know in your heart of hearts that this is a safe place for you. So take your time, my friend. Take your time. Chris Ann added here in the chat, 2019 year with intent, and stop shaming and blaming and hating myself. Beautiful, Chris Ann. Beautiful, my friend. And we're here to support you every step of the way, right? And that's the love and the warmth and the compassion that I'm watching it grow in our group. And it's been beautiful, beautiful to see. Believe me that this is a safe place from personal experience. Oh, good. Good. I'm so glad you feel that way, Brad. Yes. 3 cheers for Chris Ann. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you for sharing that, Chris Ann. And Sue shared with us. She says here, today was always going to be a busy day. So at the start, I took some time to journal about something significant that happened last night, and then to sit quietly with it and just breathe. Beautiful. All right, Brad, I'll see what I can do to pull up your email, okay? So thank you, Sue. How beautiful that is, right? One of the hardest things we will ever do, right? When something happens and we choose in the moment to sit quietly with it and just breathe and just breathe. To be present, and then you get to choose, what do I want to do next? How am I going to respond to this? Instead of your knee jerk, maybe your biological defenses or, your inner response goes in autopilot. You got to choose. And then she says, and in the busyness of the day, I intend to be in the moment and just be with things as they are, in peace as much as I can. Beautiful. Beautiful, Sue. And that's it, as much as I can, right? And just to use that mindfulness awareness. Okay, I'm going to do the best I can in this moment, and then in this moment, and in this moment. That's it. That's all the control we have. We can't go back to what happened yesterday, and we really have no control of what's going to happen tomorrow. So thank you, Sue. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Rob, my wife is still your care, and you live in the same house. Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. That is hard. It was a good day, says Sue, and then when I came home to the mindfulness video, good. I am glad you enjoyed that. We have just an amazing group of people here, so it made my heart sing, so I'm sure it did for you too. So I'm sorry, Rob. I am sorry, Rob. It's one of those things, we cannot control people's feelings. But, right, it's okay, Christiane, let me know if you have trouble. I did post a link to the Dropbox folder in the Facebook group. I'll tag you in it, or maybe someone can tag you in it for me. And if you have trouble access it, let me know, because I need to have your email address to give you access. And if you have trouble, let me know. You're welcome. Good, Sue. I'm happy to hear it. I'm happy to hear it. And my friend Rob, I would just encourage you to do the best you can, is to keep your heart open, to keep your heart open, right? No matter what, right? Keep your heart open, my friend. And just be grateful for all the love that you have shared in the past, right? Be grateful for that. Keep calling memories of that. So, and here, let's see, Lady Leo shares with us, I really should have answered this question this morning before my therapy appointment. Oops, something happened. Somebody's tagging somebody in the group. My answer would have been still true, but different. During my therapy session today, a tender place was touched and I shut down. Be gentle with yourself, sweet Lady Leo. My 6-year-old would not talk and it felt so much shame. Thank you. Thank you, Sue. I hear you. I hear you. Shame is the worst feeling, right? I hear you, Rob. I hear you. So, but how beautiful, Lady Leo, right? You said here, as bad as I wanted to retreat from those feelings and allow them to hide, right? To hide with my voice, I couldn't. So I walked around the grocery store and I shopped intentionally. I noticed the sound that the cart made as it rolled along the floor, the brightness of the meat department in contrast with the lighting in the aisles. That may not sound like self-care because I didn't address feelings, but I realized it was the best I could in that moment, and that was okay. It was brilliant. That's exactly what you needed to do. That's exactly self-care. In that moment, that was you practicing self-regulation, right? That is you, okay, I'm feeling this big feeling, I'm just going to stay with it, just focusing on something so you won't get swept up in it. So it was perfect. This was powerful, powerful and perfect. Good job, my friend. Good job, my friend. And once I got home, I was able to email my therapist and share with her that I was feeling the shame of how my 6-year-old body responded to the inappropriate touch. So my self-care today was I knew what and when I could handle a sensitive emotion. Yes, yes. That is beautiful, my friend. And you say here, to show myself compassion after that hard place, I'm taking a nap until it's time for us to meet tonight on YouTube. Beautiful, beautiful, my friend. That was powerful. Shame is one of those, right? Big emotions that can take us down, right? So when we can stand with it or sit with it and acknowledge it, right? Shame does not like it when we speak the truth about it, right? And you were able to be there with your little 6-year-old self. And, right, you didn't turn away from her. So she noticed today, Lady Leo. She noticed. Trust me, my friend. And you're not alone. You are not alone. There was so much self-hate in this body for such a long time because your body does what a body does. Your body responds to touch, right? Your body does respond to touch. And we can't hate ourselves for it or punish ourselves for it, right? It's like we're hardwired that way, right? But the abusive part is when adults, right, are touching us in a way that's inappropriate and we don't have the emotional maturity to understand any of it. No one is talking about it. But we quickly get the idea that this is bad or shameful. But again, because usually it's by someone we love or trust or adore, we think there's something wrong with us. So that's huge. Yes, exactly, Lori. Good job, Lioness. Good job, Lioness. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for sharing that. I'm so glad you're here. Be gentle with yourself. I hear you, Rob. It is a tough situation. I hear you, my friend. I want to say again, you are not alone. Yes, it feels like you're alone and it's hard to know where to go, but I'm glad you're here with us. I am so glad you are here with us. So I'm scrolling down here with further down, Minnie. She gives me permission to share. I hear you, Brad. I hear you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Brad. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I have memories as young as 4 years old. But My stepfather came into our lives when when I was 2 years old. So I'm glad you're here, my friend. You're not alone. You're not alone. Minnie shares with us, one self-care thing I've done for myself today was after getting back from picking up a car from Belfast City. I had an hour and a half I had before I set off for work. So I went and had a snooze. I do enjoy good sleep. I wish I hadn't been such a brat to it as a kid. If nothing else, I could have gained a couple more inches. You are so funny, Minnie. I plan to get all cozy again, get myself comfy and relaxed, and drift off to sleep again tonight. I get tired out these days in my old age. I hear you. I hear you, my friend. Sleep is way up there on my list now, right? I think as we get older, we appreciate that. That's also how our body repairs itself. It's when we sleep. So thank you for sharing, Michelle. Thank you. I appreciate you being here with us. And I think you are a lot stronger and have a lot more energy than you think. Let's see here. Sharon is back. She's home. Compassion. I have 2 Reese's cups. Good for you. Little treat. That sounds lovely. And Brad says, self-care was I took a good hot shower today. Ooh, I love warm showers, Brad. I think that comes also from, that I was born and raised in Iceland, where there is plenty of warm water and lots of hot tubs. And so sometimes it feels like when I'm in Iceland, standing under the hot water I take a good long time there because there's plenty of that hot water back there. So I love warm showers. And yes, Sharon, right? I think you got some company. That is definitely self-care. Definitely self-care. A little bit of release. 1 pound Reese's. Ooh, I don't know if I could stomach 1 pound of it. That would be a recipe for a stomach ache for me here. So let me see. I'm going to see. Someone said they just sent me an email. So let me check on that. Yep. Brad is here. Brad. Okay. And he says, thank you. This is to all of us, my friends. Brad says, I want to thank you for this group. It has been helping me so much. If I hadn't clicked on your Periscope feed that first night, hey, Donna, I probably would not be here today. Oh, my friend, Brad. He says he was on the edge of suicide that night. The support of your group saved me. You've saved me. My deepest thanks to you and your group. Hey, sweet friend Brad. I am so glad. I'm getting emotional here, that it's okay. I am so glad you found us. I am so glad that you're here. You matter, my friend. You matter. How you feel matters. Your story matters. I hear you. Yes. So thank you for trusting us. Right, friends? Thank you for trusting us. But I'm telling you, my friend, a handful of people have found me and this group, right, during some moments that have been hard. So I'm here to tell you, my friend, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for some divine guidance and intervention for the work that I do. So somebody was looking out for you, my friend. Someone was looking out for you, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're here. So I hope you're feeling my heart. I hope you are feeling the warmth in my heart. And I'm looking at you, my friend, from my heart to yours. You are loved. You matter. You belong. You do. Welcome. Yeah. As you can see, my friend, we have no problem with being real right here, right now. Right? This is it. This is it. Because what hurts us the most, and I've been there, my friends, I spent years there thinking that I was alone. No one cared. So we welcome you to hang out with us. It's not always fun or pretty what we talk about. That is real conversation. And we lean on each other and support each other through some of those hard times, right? When we feel all hope is lost. So I'm glad you're here. So thank you, Brad, for sharing with me. So glad. And I think, good. And I drew a card for us today. And of course, it's perfect. It's perfect. I'm still crying. So are you guys ready? So how many blessings? How many blessings are we counting? Yesterday we talked about gratitude, right? And one day he or she woke up and counted his or her blessings, right? I'm counting you guys, right? How many here? There's 9 of you right here, right now. And a handful of you guys over here. I'm running the chat on YouTube live right now. So if you want to join us, please head on over there. I know it's a little confusing. I need a tissue. So, yes, my friends, we are. Sorry. There you go. All right, I will. I'll count myself. I'll count myself in here today. So remember, right? The self-compassion piece. The self-compassion piece. Part of what we talked about this morning on our mindfulness call was, on the meditation call, was to be mindful and present, right? And what has made a huge difference on my healing journey, and I know, like a broken record with you guys, about being warm and kind to yourselves. The very thing, right, that we longed for and did not know what it felt like or sounded like or looked like for a long time. And is to find a way to start to add some warmth and kindness towards yourself. So what I was just doing right here, right? Running my hands from my shoulders down my arms, it actually activates in your nervous system the feel-good hormones, right? That takes us out of the fight or flight and down into like social engagement, back into calmness, back into that part of our brain that we can actually, have access to what we know and we can talk about it. So be gentle with yourself, my friend, or put that hand on your heart, right? And feel that warmth, right? Whisper quietly to your body, I'm here, my friend, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Show up for yourself. And also let your body know, I'm not gonna make you do anything you don't wanna do. I'm working on listening to you, to honor you, and to respect you. The very thing we did not get from out here, right? For a long time. Dr. Seuss, he had some amazing words, some really good words. Right, so feel that warmth from your hand, and it can take time, right? When I first started doing this, it felt a little uncomfortable. It's like, what do you mean? Put my hand on my own heart? I have to put me first. I have to be kind to me first. There you go, Sharon. Thank you for being honest. Yes, you are not alone in that, right? It takes time, right? We don't like touch. We don't trust warmth. It's not safe for us in the beginning. So be gentle with yourself and start where you are at, right? Honor your path, your journey, your timing. Exactly. It's the most courageous thing you will ever do. It's like, no, I think this is what I need. So, well, thank you, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. Please let me know if I don't think I missed anybody today. Like I said, LD wasn't here, so I prefer to get a permission before I share your guys' journal entry. But thank you so much for your beautiful shares today. So much warmth. So much warmth. And self-care and mindfulness in your sharing and in what you guys are actively doing for yourselves now on the healing journey. It's really, really beautiful to see. So beautiful to see. So with that, yes, it's been an hour already. Unless we got 10 minutes. If anybody has any questions or comments, I am happy to stick around for a few more minutes. You can feel everyone's hearts right now. Ooh, I love that, Chris Ann. And I'm not surprised that you do, my friend, because you have such a big and amazing heart. You are such a caring human, right? It's a blessing and it can be a curse sometimes, right? It's a blessing and can be a curse. That's why, like we talked about this morning, sometimes we have to kind of put on a little shield. But I'm so glad, because it's also when we feel other people's hearts, that means we're also opening up to let in some of the love. that is here around, right? Instead of shutting it out. And Sharon says she's got 2-ounce chocolate and the pup got 2 ounces of peanut butter. Yum. That sounds lovely. I can't have chocolate in the house. No, I just don't buy it anymore. So I know myself. Well, and I brought tea with myself tonight, and then I forgot. I brought my favorite cup to share with you guys. My broken but perfect cup. So, Brad, I got a couple of jokes before you go. Okay, but Brad, all we ask is that they're PG. So feel free, fire away, share some jokes with us. There's a lot of jokester in this group. So, and just a fair warning, one of these days, I'll be singing for you. So, what kind of a man was, I can't read everything that you're saying here, so. All right, Sharon, you scored, right? Christmas discount chocolate. Ooh, that's awesome. So I don't know, what's the answer? What kind of a man? Yes, you got to keep him clean. See, also jokes are lost on me because sometimes they just go right over my head. There you go, Chrisanne. You'll be singing. Can't wait to hear your voice. There you go, Wanda. That's right. So, Brad, it's a clean Bible joke. Okay. We need you. My song. Yep. I'm happy to sing. Not today. Because we got our fighting song and I'm not too proud, but I'll sing for you guys and make a fool of myself. Oh, he was ruthless. Oh my God, Brad. See? Lost on me. It was lost on me, but that was funny. Sue would know. Sue would know. She knows the Bible. I could play it. Yeah, I could. Well, all right. Let's see how it goes. I'll open up another window. Man, you guys are pushy. No. You sing to your pup and she howls. Yep, I know. Thanks, guys. I'm working on it. Let's see here. I'm working on it. Hold on. Chariot. See, I knew Sue would know. I knew that Sue would know. Whoops. And of course, we have a commercial.
What has lasted?
There's a commercial. Skip the ad. All right, guys, here's our fighting song. Can you hear it?
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of
You guys dancing, singing
the
along?
stars.
This is just me.
Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. The sharpest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send the blood for drowning out. I am brave, I am proof, I am who I'm meant to be. They I make no apologies. This is me.
All right, Brad. This is our fighting song. Yes, Rod.
It's my speed. I'll fire away. 'Cause someday I won't let this
Let's get you.
Wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send a blood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is brute, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. This is me.
Woo!
Oh no, here we go.
How was that? Woo! Oh my gosh. What state in the US is the Bible? Oh my goodness. That's funny. You guys are making jokes. You can sing that now, right? You bet. We'll all be singing that in April in Texas. Woohoo! I know, Lady Leo, right? Woohoo! We got the moves. We're gonna be dancing. Told you guys, I'm the dancing queen. I've always been. Of course, we love that song. Thank you guys. I love you too. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining today, for being here, for sharing so courageously from your hearts. Really love it. And trust me, you guys, us hanging out, we are saving lives. And Brad and Rob, we are so glad that you found us. So glad that you found us. Oh my goodness. I don't think your daughter is going to want to let you hang out with me. Maybe you need to bring her just to have her see that I'm for real. You have my competition on Dancing Queen. All right. All right. There you go, Brad. That's it, my friend. We always need each other. And that's it. That's it. I needed you, my friend, just as much as you needed us. I firmly believe in that. So thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up when we needed you the most. So thanks, guys. Thank you again. So we'll be back here on YouTube Live tomorrow, same time, same place, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sorry to my Periscope viewers. I'm running the chat from YouTube. If you want to join us, please send me a private message and I will get you the link. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.